Are you an old soul? Let's find out.
If it wasn't for Tony, oh.
Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is going to be about being an old soul. Are you an old soul? Have you ever been called an old soul? Or have you ever heard the term and looked it up and realized that some of the characteristics relate to you? Now, I recently came across an article on Lifehack talking about being an old soul, listing different characteristics about them. And I really had the urge to talk about this because I've seen it. It's something I realized that's something people don't really talk about. I'm one of those people that has been called an old soul, and I want to really dig deep in the conversation. Many different characteristics that stood out from the article. I'm going to go over and give my opinion on it, and hopefully y'all can do the same. Now, one of the first ones says, there's another way to do things. You feel that not all problems require a new innovative solution, and going around in circles when the answer may be staring you right in the face is usually a waste of valuable time and energy, which is true. I feel like as an old soul, people of this characteristic or people of this, adjective description, we know we love to protect our energy. And we know that we don't want to frustrate ourselves over a problem that has simple solutions. Some people love drama. Some people love to get deep into other people's problems, and they love conflict. I feel like people of old soul meaning you have that old way of thinking. There's ways to handle conflict without there being such a ruckus. See? Also mentions you give advice well beyond your years. Truth is, you do just know, but don't know how you know. Those people who come to you for advice, though somewhat freaked out by your amazing prophetic powers to impressively offer solutions and predict outcomes, trust you wholeheartedly and don't doubt your authenticity. Now, this is so true for me. I feel like as a friend, especially when I was in school, when I was back in college, and even at work, even with my family, I'm one of those people who I always end up in conversations where I end up giving advice. I get advice myself too, but I feel like for me to be like, I'm in my early 20s, but the advice I give, I feel like it's so deep. And sometimes I'm like, wow, like for me to be 23, I really be giving advice that, your grandparents would give, sitting in a rocking chair. You ever seen that in the movies? The grandparents sitting in the rocking chair giving advice, and it's like one of those realization moments. It's like one of those epiphany moments. I'm that type to give that advice to make people realize, oh, you're right. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be going through this. I see things from many different people's perspective, to where you can open up your eyes and your ears and your mind to give that type of advice that's not so basic. People give basic advice, but sometimes you know how to give that advice to really make people see the bigger picture in life. This one relates to me so much. It says, you don't like to go out just for the sake of going out. It's quality over quantity for you. You love to go out and have fun, but going out because others feel it's required, or you look boring if you don't, holds no merit for you. Me put into perspective, and it makes you realize, okay, you're not the only one that thinks like this. Because I know a lot of people in this day and age, of my age, being early 20s, everything is about party and fun. People go to work, people do this, people do that, people go to school, but everything, I feel like on social media, especially social media, especially on social media, everything is about parties, going out, having fun, and you have the right to do that. You're in your early 20s, you're still young, you're still fresh, so you have that right to go out and do whatever you want to do. But I feel like it's like an overkill nowadays. Like every weekend, every day, every other time, people want to go out, drink, party, smoke, and if you want to do that, that's good for you. But I'm one of those types. I'm a homebody. I love being at home. I love going out, having fun. But with me, I like going out with a purpose. I've never been one of those people that want just to go out, just to say I went out, just to post pictures on my Snap, on my Instagram. I've never been one of those people. And I feel like other old souls out there can relate to this. If you see people your age always going out and you feel like I'm always at home, I never have fun, I don't have no friends, because they think I'm boring and that I never want to go. That's you. That's how you choose to live your life. Don't make yourself uncomfortable going out if you know you're not that type of person to want to go out. It is what it is. And if people can't take you or your friends can't accept you for that, they're not really your friends. Point blank, period. You have old ears. You love and appreciate the classics and have a longing for the musicality of those nostalgic tunes. Yes. Your record, that's right, your record collection looks like a retro music store. Probably only 10% of your collection consists of what you refer to as nowadays music. The rest are from decades gone by. This is one that is 110% true for me. If you go on my iPod or my Spotify or my Apple Music or whatever you want to call it, whatever streaming service, about 80% of my songs are from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Even I even got songs from the 60s and 70s. I'm one of those people who keep my ears updated to the newest music release, whether it's pop, R&B, hip hop. But the new music nowadays, it doesn't really do nothing for me. Now, once in a while, there's a song or a beat that really catches my attention. I might download it or whatever. But other than that, you can catch me listening to Michael Jackson, Teddy Pendergrass, Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Phyllis Hyman, Jaheim, you know what I'm saying? TLC. Artists like the Isley Brothers. I mean, come on. You can't deny these classics. Mary J. Blige, come on. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's unbelievable how I feel like today's era is an era of nostalgia. And this new music nowadays is just not cutting it. It's not cutting it. I know I'm not the only one that thinks this. This new music is not cutting it. And I know over the years, a lot of people have seen me in the YouTube comments under all the oldies, all the old classic songs, and they be like, "You got good taste in music. You got good taste in music." And I see I know it's a lot of other kids, a lot of 12, 13-year-olds like, "I'm 13 and I like this song. My friends don't like it." Or, "I was born in the wrong generation." No, not necessarily you was born in the wrong generation. It's just that you're an old soul. Because you know good music when you hear it. And all of this trap beat, R&B, all of that, it's just not cutting it. So you know good music when you hear it. There's nothing wrong with that. Like the article says, you don't go out your way to avoid modern music, it just doesn't whet your appetite. The article also mentions you value deep connections. For you, it's all about quality over quantity. Again, you require a deeper connection with those around you in order to feel any connection at all. Half-hearted friendships, surface-level relationships, and fly-by-night hookups are not your thing. You value the essence of deeper friendships and long-lasting relationships. And this is so true. Just in general, you realize that many people, you might think of people more than they think of you. And it's something, as you get older, you mature in life, you realize certain friends you don't keep forever, certain relationships you don't keep forever, and it's all for the better of you. You know, you value deep connections. Now, certain people that are temporary in your life, and it is what it is. I'm one of those people that's really friendly, and I can make friends easily because I'm not that hard to like. You know, I have that really calm energy where people gravitate towards me and I gravitate towards them. And if I feel like you're somebody who I want to build a friendship with, and somewhere, somehow, for no reason at all, I feel like you just gave up on the friendship or the energy is not the same, I'm not the one to force anything. If the energy is not the same, if I don't feel like you're treating me as you should, I don't have no problem cutting you off, not talking to you, doing whatever. But I waste no time in building a friendship with a person who obviously doesn't care about it like you do. You know, you really care about the friendship and they so nonchalant. At that point, it is what it is. I wish you the best of luck. That's it. Same thing with relationships. You really want somebody that you're going to build a deep connection with to last a long time. And every other month I got a new girlfriend. You see this one over there. Every other month, every season, they got somebody new. It's like, what? I've never been one of those people because I value deep connections. So for me, it's all about like mental stimulation. You know, the physical, whatever. But it's all about, does this person share the same goals and hopes and dreams as you? Is this person ambitious? Is this person worth your time? Because nowadays, a lot of people are wasting time on people they shouldn't be, stressing themselves out for no reason at all. You have to really value your time, your space, your energy to not let people waste yours. It's about to be 2020. Stop letting people waste your time. As an old soul, you also don't see the fuss about the latest craze. Following others just to fit in, where's the fun in that? To you, being a style chaser is something you can never quite get the hand of. This is really true as well. A lot of people like to follow trends just to fit in. As an old soul myself, I can say that I've never been one of those people since my younger years in kindergarten, middle school, that followed the latest trends just to fit in. I had the newest sneakers, I had the latest phone, I had to wear this, I had to do this, I had to act like this just to fit in with people. I always did my own thing, and the people that were meant for me came around me and I became friends with. There's nothing wrong with doing your own thing. People love following people just to fit in, and in the end, that's not going to work out. You do your own thing, life will be so much easier. You also value the company of those much older than you. At a time when we seem to have less and less time for more mature among us, the old soul has nothing but time to give. That's because you appreciate what they have to share. And let's be honest, you secretly wish for a time when life seemed so simple. Another thing is, as an old soul, you find yourself around a lot more people older than you. It is not, sometimes it's on purpose, sometimes it's not. And it's because you value that energy around you. You know, you, as somebody young, you could be around your friends. You're young. You're supposed to be around people your own age. But sometimes you find yourself with people much older than you, but the conversation doesn't seem forced. Sometimes those conversations with older people be the best conversations you'll ever have. Think about it. Really think about it. So basically, I said all of this to say this. There's nothing wrong with being an old soul. Just be yourself and live your life as you want to. Don't try to follow trends to fit in. Don't try to be someone other than yourself, because you won't be living your best life. I'm going to leave the link for the article down below in the description section so you can read it and we can really get this discussion started. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I see y'all in the next video.